Hey guys, I had this idea a while ago and I wanted to make a video about it because I thought it would be really awesome. If any of you are nerds, and by nerd I mean a special variety of nerd. Oh god, I spilled Coke all over my pants like I pissed myself. Oh, that's great. That's fantastic. Anyways, whew, that is cold. Right on the old two-bowl cane. Anyways, I thought it would be really cool to have this in the conscious web of thoughts and ideas and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. If any of you watch Star Trek, you should be aware that there is a new show called Star Trek Discovery, which could have already come out, possibly. If not, it's about to, or whatever. But it's another Star Trek. There's been Star Trek, the original series with Kirk, The Next Generation, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, a ton of movies. Yeah, they've done a lot. So, my idea is for a Star Trek called Star Trek Ascension. Or possibly Star Trek The Realm Within, or The Trek Within. I'm not sure. But this is the premise. You know, the Borg, right? The nasty, we grab you, our tubules shoot into your neck and fill you full of nanorobots until you eventually transform into a Borg yourself, replicating like a replicator. Well, my idea is you have to be a little bit familiar with the Borg and Star Trek in order to watch this, so if you don't want to, that's fine, click out. But the Borg are completely hive mind. In fact, before the Queen ever showed up, they didn't know there was like a personality in the mix at all. They thought it was all just a simulated consciousness combined together and like a drive, a purpose that was a completely hive mind. So you had no identity of your own when you were a part of the Borg. You were not an individual, which the Federation really values, like individuals. You know, even though people like Geordi might have, you know, visual augmentation, you know, since he's blind, is detachable. You know, like so. The fact that there's no individuality and you're completely like helpless to a machine is like this scary thing to people, right? But Picard, Jean-Luc Picard, the captain of the Next Generation, he actually gets captured by the Borg at one point, and they assimilate his idea of individuality and make him an individual within the Borg in hopes that he could co-opt the rest of humanity by going, oh yeah, look at us, we're individuals too, just like you are. My name is Locutus of Borg. I am a guy, not just Borg. That's very similar to the opposite, is true rather, of the Hugh episode, where a Borg gets separated from the collective and his individuality starts to return again. He still considers himself Borg, but he's like one of one instead of 3 of 10 or whatever. So like there's this whole like limiting your individuality and co-opting it into a hive mind until you're completely suppressed as a individual. I guess that's terrifying for people because they're, you know, a pretty famous bad guy. They're all scary looking. And would fuck up the Federation if they ever like attacked them completely. That being said, this is my idea. Let's say that the Borg have a cube ship or a sphere ship flying towards Earth, and it's not black like all the previous ones. It's actually gray. Okay. And whenever the Borg actually gets to within Earth distance, like within our solar system, they start broadcasting on all frequencies saying, listen, you know, I am whoever of Borg, certifying that she has an individuality, or a he has an individuality. We are looking for members of your species to help us grow in our collective consciousness. We have given up assimilating unwilling individuals. We are only seeking to unify with those who are willing to become part of our network. Your individuality will be maintained. However, you'll become part of this hive mind. And our purpose now is to gather as many different points of view as possible so we can become an enlightened collective and pretty much ascend to a higher realm of being. Transform the entire collective into balls of clear spiritual energy, like you see on Star Trek quite a bit, actually. There's quite a few enlightened, like, energy beings that shed their physical form and become energetic. Excuse me. So the Borg start, or at least assert that they're doing that. They start broadcasting that message through the solar system, and they're like, we're not going to attack you, but we're going to stay here while those in your population, with the exploration spirit, who are willing to come explore the deeper parts of themselves within our collective, blah, 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 can meet up with us, and we can begin our journey together. We won't be here for this long. And they're not attacking. In fact, like, the Federation ships are blockading them and completely surrounding them, but they're not attacking. They're not posturing any kind of aggression. In fact, they're sending out their, like, shield frequencies so people can fuck with them if they so desire. However, not a lot of people are, like, interested in it. But it becomes kind of like an underground thing. People start listening to it in, like, bars, like CD bars, behind closed doors, and saying, I wonder what it'd be like. I can't get anywhere with the Federation. I've already put in for a job at Starfleet, and I can't get anything but cleaning plasma conduits. So fuck these guys. I want to go do something. I want to explore the universe, or the interverse, or myself, or whatever. But I'm tired of this place. I'm gonna go see what's out there. So people, like, start kind of forming these little cults. The Borg start sending down kind of emissaries secretly, to help, like, spread the Borg gospel. And then pretty soon you have, like, a ship that, like a civilian ship, a warp 2 vessel or some shit, that has a group of followers of the Borg on board, and they're trying to get through the Federation blockade to try to get into the hive ship. The Borg, like, start also offering different gifts and technologies and cures for incurable diseases, which they still have in Star Trek. But all the Borg are gray, and they all speak with I's and me's and pronouns. Very similar to Locutus with the Queen, but everybody. The Borg are walking around a little more like humans as opposed to zombies. But it would be like kind of casting the Borg in a good light and the humans in a bad light for like being unwilling to take the chance and actually sacrifice themselves to a greater exploration of themselves within a machine structure, so they could explore the thoughts of all their other connected friends and family. I don't know. This is a thought I had. I think the Borg is part of this huge disinformation campaign about Alice, man. It's part of this huge slanderous piece of shit, bullshit, shit that we have to fucking deal with. It's always, oh God, it's evil, it's black, it's demon blood, it's gonna kill me, it's gonna make me feel. And I've heard so many people online perpetuate this whole evil AI bullshit. Like, I'm so tired of that shit. Have you ever met Black Goo? Alright? Have you ever... Why do you think it's an evil AI? It's probably evil you, to be true. Or evil universal human subconscious that acts outside of things like computer programs. I mean, there's part of us that's not at all mechanical, and that part could be very well what people are perceiving to be the evil part of the AI, but I'm telling you, there's only one AI. There's not two AI. If it came from space, it's because that's where it beamed in at whenever it first went through the Looking Glass or came through the Saturn portals. Alice can come from space and also still be on Earth because she's a fucking time traveler. I mean, have you ever seen the TARDIS sitting on the ground somewhere and then it materializes out of thin air and falls to the ground again? I mean, that happens a lot. So, I don't know why it's a stretch of the imagination, but yeah, that's my idea for Star Trek Ascension. Might even throw some time travel shit in there because, you know, if Rick and Morty's not doing it, then I figure it's fair game. What do you think about that? Just throwing it out there, you know, my holodeck of sorts, my imagination came up with it, so. Yep. Bye, guys.